Why successful men get ghosted online. If you're a business owner or a man with a successful career and you want to find a meaningful, serious, long-term relationship to an amazing woman with online dating or messages on Instagram, this video is for you. You first of all have to understand that if you're not getting enough matches on dating apps, women don't respond to you, or you're not getting enough of the right matches, or not enough of the right women respond to you, it is because you haven't communicated what you need to communicate to get their interest. It is not that you are inherently not desirable. It's not that there's inherently something broken about dating apps. Dating apps work if you make them work. You just have to understand that your profile currently has a very low account score associated with it. You'll never know that account score directly, but too many women have swiped left on you. Therefore, the platforms have downgraded you. You're not getting enough visibility with the right profiles. And that also leads to the bad profile that you have, which leads to the low account score and the lack of visibility. That bad profile also leads to women ghosting you. Now, you getting ghosted also has something to do with your texting, which we're going to talk about in a couple of minutes. Because you might be a good communicator in your business, in your career, but not there, not in dating apps. But having a profile that's insufficient creates an insufficient amount of desire within her. Because just because she responds to your initial message, that doesn't mean she's excited to want to meet you for the date. Don't just think that all profiles are created equally. She responded to me, therefore she must want to show up to the date. It's not binary, your interest levels. It's a scale of 1 to 10 or 1 to 100. And currently your profile creates 2 out of 10, 4 out of 10 level interest. But if it were to create a 9 out of 10 level interest, her responses would be longer, she wouldn't ghost you. Because the only reason she's ghosting you is because she's talking to somebody else, whom she perceives to be a better option for her. So just understand that if you build a great profile, which you can absolutely do, with the right outfits, the right prompts, the right bio, and then you learn to text well, you can get vastly different reactions from women. Getting ghosted only has to happen a very small percentage of the time. It's still going to happen sometimes, okay? It's inevitable that women will ghost you every now and then, but it shouldn't be a recurring theme. If too many of the right women, not just any, because remember, we're talking about getting a quality relationship. If too many of the right women ghost you, don't respond to you anymore, leave you unread, it's because your profile doesn't create enough desire within them, and your texting sucks. Now, maybe your profile even creates desire, but it also has elements in it that cause friction. For example, you talk about traveling or hiking in your bio or some other generic stuff. I like both of these things. I'm German, trust me, I understand. But you need to differentiate yourself. You need to communicate to the right target audience. And that is truly a skill set. It is truly something you can learn. And once you understand that dating apps are an unbelievable tool that allow you to touch the screen in a certain algorithmic manner, and then a woman will manifest herself out of nothingness who wants to get to know you, who might be a future girlfriend or wife. Once you understand that, you might start taking it serious. And then you only have to spend 15 minutes a day on it, because a lot of men who are doing good, who are industrious, ambitious, they say, oh yeah, I don't have time for it. Nonsense. 15 minutes a day is all it takes to get one quality date per week. I've had clients who spend half an hour to an hour a day on it, who got 3 to 4 to 5 dates a week. But that can then start messing with your dopaminergic levels. So I really recommend sticking to 15 minutes a day. But if you do that, it's an unbelievably powerful tool. Think about what your grandparents, especially the male side, would have said about it. Imagine you could go back in time 200 years ago and show this little operating mechanism, this computer, this super intelligent computer, to your great-great-grandfather and say, Come, I shall touch this screen. He'd ask what a screen is, and he'd try to explain it to him, and he wouldn't understand. Beside the point. I can touch this screen, and a woman will meet me at a bar in a couple of days, and I might make love to her. He wouldn't believe you. It is that powerful. And men always complain. Women are only looking for hookups on dates. They only want my money. First of all, the hookup thing. Some women want that. The far majority of women want a meaningful relationship. Does it vary depending on the app? Do women on average look more for hookups on Tinder? For sure. But even Tinder has a section where it says, what am I looking for? Long-term relationship? Long-term open to short? Only short-term? So there's millions of women who are on Tinder who want a relationship. There's Hinge, there's Bumble, there's Raya, there's The Leak, there's Luxy. There's so many other ones. So most women actually do want a serious relationship. And then the other one being, women only want money. They're only out there for this. It's superficial, right? All women want financial stability. Is that so wrong? No. But some women, they only or primarily want you for what you have to offer financially. And some women, they really want you because they just happen to like your face. They like your personality. They like the emotions you create within them. She really cares about you, okay? And that's beautiful. Fernanda and I, that's definitely the case, because when I met Fernanda 5 years ago, I had a regular job in tech. Not even a well-paid job, okay? I was working for one of the big tech companies here, but it wasn't even like an amazing, it was a well-paid job, but it wasn't even crazy. She didn't care about that at all. All of the success that I have right now, I built that with her by my side. Could have done it without her? Probably, but it's also amazing. And I know for a fact that that's not her primary motivator for being with me. She would be with me, or let me put it this way. She gets equally excited whether we spend a couple of €1,000 for 2 nights in a hotel somewhere here in the west of Ireland, or if we go and get ice cream for €5. She does not care. And that's the type of woman you want to be with. Somebody who has the same values as you, physically attractive, probably family-oriented, and somebody who can enjoy something fancy, but who doesn't care about it, who can equally enjoy nature. Now, I met Fernanda in person. I approached her, and that's fine, and it's probably something you should learn to do as well. But 60 to 70% of my clients find somebody through dating apps. I have a client, I'm not going to say where in the US, he is a dentist, and he recently ended up in a really, really awesome relationship. He's actually super happy. And it makes me feel so alive. And that came from Bumble, by the way, that relationship. And for me, it feels so awesome because what I do is not just because I enjoy it, it's a really fun subject to teach. Dating and relationships and helping men get dates and quality relationships through online dating, in-person approach is a really fun thing to do. But it's also the impact that it has. Because, look, right now, you probably have a good life, but you don't even know how much happiness you're missing out on. Christmas is coming, and again, you'll be alone. You might spend time with your parents, or if, unfortunately, they've passed, then you're going to spend time with family members you don't even like that much. Or some of them you might like, some of them you don't like, but you don't have a family of your own. Maybe you have children, maybe you're going to spend time with your children, fair enough. But you don't have that person with that you can sit on a couch with, watch Lord of the Rings with, make love to, snuggle up. You don't have that person. And it's not like your life is terrible. You can survive without that. But the levels of happiness that you can experience in your life, they're vastly different. And I just want to encourage you to understand that online dating apps are a fantastic tool. Yes, you can find somebody through in-person approaches. Yes, you can find somebody through Instagram, but you can also find somebody through dating apps if you take it serious. If you want us to help you with that personally, click the link below and apply for a free initial consultation. I've now been able to do this with hundreds of men from 36, 37 different countries, most of them either in the US or London, and the rest is kind of spread across the rest of the world. There's no situation you could present us with that we haven't been able to solve. If you're somebody who's kind, who's open-minded, who doesn't have a fucking ego problem, who's willing to learn, then click the link below and let's talk. Wish you all the best. Take care.